Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Let's see who we got this morning on a Saturday. Happy weekend. Deirdre, 75 days of affirmations. I love it. Andrea, Annie, Catherine, Kathleen. Good morning, Charity. Thank you all for being here and thank you for sharing. Hi, Kathy Hand. I'm so glad you're here. It is Saturday. Hi, Auntie Jean. All right, let's go into our hearts. Hand on your heart and slow down the breathing. Add in love. That's our secret ingredient. We love on each other. So let that love flow all through your heart. And now hug somebody. Bring them right into your heart and say, thank you. I love you. Let the love flow this morning. We got lots and lots and lots of love to give to each other. And I'm so happy that you're here with me today. So it's the weekend. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Share, share, share. Let's see what we're doing, what we're up to. Maybe it's something fun that I'd want to do too. So share the love, share what it is that you're going to do on this beautiful day, the last Saturday of May. No, wait, there'll be one more Saturday. Yeah, I think so, May 31st. So there'll be one more Saturday. I don't want to rush the month away, right? Because it's going fast enough as it is. So, Deirdre, yay. Oh, I'm so glad, Deirdre. I know we put her on the prayer list and we've been lifting her up. I'm so glad she's out of the ICU. Thank you for letting us know that. And Deirdre, hope you had a wonderful birthday. I love that we got to celebrate your birthday with you. All right, what else is happening? Somebody's birthday is this weekend. Oh, my nose is itching. And I need to grab my glasses. Jean Loria was hugging Marlene Badinger from our chanting group. Aw, yes. Marlene used to reach out to me a lot, so I do miss her. I miss our chanting group too. That was fun. Good morning, Jennifer. Let me grab my glasses. Hang on. Keep sharing. What's your plans this weekend? Seems like I'm always forgetting something when I come online. Today it was glasses. I do have the books beside of me, so I'm ready for that. Okay, so Deirdre, you actually had 73 happy birthdays that Brandy said would happen. Aw, I'm so glad. You deserve so much. And we all deserve to be celebrated on our birthday, don't we? Oh, Catherine, that sounds interesting. A blue crab festival. Yeah, I think you should do that. That sounds like fun. And the weather is probably amazing there in Florida for you to do that. Good morning, Donna. Oh, Donna, thank you for coming on. It looks like it's going to be a nice day here in Colorado as well. So I'm not sure what. I think Ruth and I may go to a farmer's market today. It's moving day for me. So I will be with little Trooper starting today while his mama goes out of town. And can't wait to see that little guy. So I'll let you all see him every day. He's a little camera hog. So when I go online with you, he has to be there. And I love that. All right, so what else are people doing? Let's share. Let's get some ideas flowing to have an exciting weekend. I used to just want to relax on the weekends. There was so much going on during the week. So back in the day, Saturdays were my day to sleep in and relax and maybe clean house and maybe just not do anything, maybe just be. So not anymore. I love the weekends. I love finding things that are different to go and to do. So a farmer's market sounds appealing to me today. And I think that's probably on our agenda of things to do. And then we have some astral traveling that our travel group wants to um, get off the ground. We've been doing it. We missed it last Saturday, but because I took a vacation. But this Saturday, we're going to get right back to it. So 4 o'clock Eastern time, if any of you want to come in and do some astral traveling with us, we certainly do that on Zoom at 4 o'clock Eastern time, if that's something you're interested in. We've had some really great experiences together, and we're going to eventually try to take off together and meet each other in the astral realm. Maybe have a party up there. Good morning, Pat Moss. All right, so anything else? What's exciting and new? Do I have the Kuan Yin cards? I don't think so. Let me just see if they're in my magic bag. So let me grab those if they're there. Hi, Marlene, you are here. That's so awesome. All right, I found them. So I found the Kuan Yin cards. We can see what she has to say to us this morning. Oh, Catherine Kovacs, yes, you have done that with us before. It's always the same link. I will post it again in the messenger group and make sure that you have that, Catherine, sorry. Kathy Han, nothing special today. Cleaning, and Bob has been battling a feverish sinus infection. Oh dear. Well, we will have to send him some good loving and pray for that to clear up. Auntie Jean. Yes. I hope that you can come in with us, Jean. It's always a beautiful experience together. Kathy Hand, you're helping to unpack your new air fryer. Awesome. That sounds good. Good morning, Leo. Oh, you're welcome, Catherine. Yeah, I love our flying group, ones that love to do the astral travel together and have those beautiful experiences. All right, so Kuan Yin says that one. The magic of the moon to manifest. Just as the light of the moon ebbs and flows, all things happen according to a timing that benefits the greater garden of life. How short-lived that garden would seem if all flowers bloomed at once and then it was over. As the next moon grows full, set your intention. Your time for blossoming is near. It is. Can you feel it? There's the card. Let's see, maybe that way. There's the full moon. It's time to blossom. And it's springtime, so things are blossoming all over the place here. Ruth has some beautiful lilacs, lilies. I don't even know what all's in her yard. There's so much, but it's just a beautiful time full of color. And I love that when all the flowers start blossoming. Well, let's go ahead and start reading from Angels in My Pocket. I don't see our blue in here, so that means that Pocket is not here with us. We can certainly read from Angels in My Pocket and hope that she'll jump in here with us. All right, so this is day 2, so we are headed to that page and reading it together. And there's 4 messages on this page. All right, the first message. In the dance between conscious and subconscious, the journey toward recognizing your uniqueness becomes a spiritual voyage, an exploration of self that gradually unveils the divine tapestry of existence. A reminder that you are not just distinct individuals, but also integral aspects of the cosmic symphony. What a delicious vision that is, isn't it? Just reminding us that, yeah, we might show up in these individual human bodies, but we're all one body. We are all one energy. That's the oneness of all that is. So anytime that you're thinking that you're alone, you have to go through something alone, or nobody understands, right? Have you ever said that? Nobody understands what I'm going through because I'm unique in my experience. Well, yeah, you're having unique experiences, but we all together are having those experiences. So, what you're going through, we can understand. We get it because we feel each other. We feel the energy. Have you ever been with somebody and you just feel their energy? Maybe it feels warm and inviting and loving, or maybe it doesn't. We can feel each other and we know what that feels like. So, yeah, so that first message there, it's always teaching us as we figure out that we're not totally alone. We're all together in this big dance that we're all doing. So I love that. Sally, good morning, Sally and Tony. Oh, thank you for being here. We're reading from Angels in My Pocket, and we're on page 2 if anybody wants to follow along. All right, the second message on this page says, Dear ones, unconditional love is a divine force that has the potential to transform you and the world around you. By embracing this love as your guiding principle, you can transcend the limitations of your ego and align with your higher self. So let's look at that one. Unconditional love, we all have that. Sometimes we forget, don't we? Having this human experience, we go back into forgetting that we're divine, and we remember that we're here to have experiences and to have lessons. So those lessons can include some of those fires of life, some of the struggles. But when we embrace that we are divine, that's when we see each other through a different lens. So that's when the experiences we're having make sense. And if we can just make it make sense, even a little bit of what we're going through, then life becomes different for us. When we change those thought patterns and the way we're looking at something, our world all of a sudden opens up if we go that direction of unconditional love. It is a guiding force for us, but we forget sometimes to reach out to that guiding force. Hello, Darlene Trainer. Thank you for being with us this morning. All right, we're reading from Angels in My Pocket, page 2, and we're on the third message on that page. You believe that if you have things, you will be content. Thus, you strive to have more and then find that you are still not content. Be filled with joy and happiness on the inside first, and then what comes to you will add to your happiness. That is the measure of true abundance. How many times do we get that backwards? I know I have throughout my life. I've had that thought, if only I had the right car or a better car. If only I had more money, then I could do whatever that dream is that would require money. If only. And so we played that if only game. If only this happened, then I would be happy. I would be at peace. I would be joyful. I would be ecstatic. But the truth is, as the angel said here, be that and then watch the abundance come in. And that's what has been coming up for us in our abundance teaching on Mondays. The Manifesting Monday teaches us to first hold the feeling of abundance inside. Know your worth. Know that you are worthy. You are enough to be abundant. You are enough to feel that joy just because. Sometimes there's the thought of, oh, if I find that perfect person, right, to be in my life, if I find my partner, my better half, my person that completes me, then I will be happy and joyous. But that's not the way it works. You be happy and joyous. You envision what you want in someone to share your life with, if that's your desire. If you want to have someone in your life, then you hold the feeling in your heart of what it feels like to be with another person, to have them there with you. And then all of that joy comes forward. It's not because of somebody being there, they're adding to your joy. And Deirdre, you did that too, not realizing it was coming from a lack mentality. That's exactly what it is. When we play that if game, if only I had, right? That's a lack mentality because we're saying, I don't have joy. I don't have happiness. I don't have peace. So have that. Make that your goal, to feel that on the inside, and then watch what happens on what we think of as outside of ourselves. It's really us pushed outward, but that us is going to be so much happier and at peace and joyful. And Deirdre, nowadays I'm seeing my abundance and it's more than everything I need. That's the way it works. And Darlene, you're trying to love yourself more. It's a choice. It is a choice. Every day, just say, I am amazing. I am enough. I am wonderful and beautiful. And I love my divine spark that's inside of me. And then you'll see it growing higher and higher. Hi, Susie Koff. All right, so last message on page 2, answer only to yourself and be okay with what you are able to do. The most important question for you to ask yourself is, did I try? And then celebrate the wins. Do not focus on any perceived failures because there are none. It's not failure. That's an erroneous thinking that we have done as a collective. We think we can fail. We can't fail. Whenever there's something that's not working out that we put some effort into or some thought into and then it doesn't happen, that's not a failure. That's us learning. They're only learning experiences. So there's a big difference in viewing something as us failing or us learning. And I choose to look at the things that are happening to me, my experiences of life. I see them as learning. I'm here for that. I signed up to have certain things show up for me in this lifetime. And I learn from every one of those experiences. One of my mentors is Lisa Nichols, and you all might hear me refer to her a bit. And Lisa says, you don't have to go back and change anything. You don't have to go back and erase those things that happened in your life. You can start over at any given moment and say, I'm making a better choice. I am choosing right now, right here, to be the best I can be, to let all of those experiences that I had shape me and not try to forget them, not try to explain them away or make excuses. Oh, I'm this way because of my childhood experiences that I had. Well, yeah, you are, but in a good way, not in a way that holds you back or limits you. But you can just say, right now, I'm the culmination of all of my experiences in life. It took everything that I've been through to make me the way I am, the way I'm showing up in the world today. So think about that. Think about how everything that you've been through, all of what I call the fires of life, those struggles and challenges, think about how that has shaped you. Has it made you more appreciative of the things that you have right now? If you've been through health challenges, and I have many times, does it make you more appreciative of the health that you currently have? So think about it. We have different ways we can look at things. We have free will. So if we choose to keep thinking that we were persecuted, that those experiences we went through were punishment, and we escaped from that punishment, then that's how we're going to look at the world. You know, there's a saying, and I don't know who it is, so I can't give you the person that said it, but there's a saying that how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I fully ascribe to that. I think that the way we handle our challenges of life is how we're going to handle anything that comes up for us in life. So think about those experiences that you've had and how they've shaped you into this being that you are right here, right now. This is you. This is me, unapologetically authentic and just real and raw and saying, you know, I've been through some stuff and I don't have to go into the details about all that stuff, but it all shaped me. It all made me this person that I am today, that I can be maybe a little wiser. I can reflect and say, oh, I did something that way before and it didn't work out so well. I went down a rabbit hole or I went off the beaten track and that experience didn't turn out so well for me. Let me learn that lesson. Let me not keep going in circles, doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Because guess what? You're going to keep having that same outcome. You're going to end up at that same place and you're going to say, how did I get back here? I have actually said that in my lifetime. I really have. I've said that. How did I get back to this place? And it's because I didn't change my perspective. I didn't learn from that first time around going full circle of things that I was experiencing and the choices that I was making. But now it's like every day when I reflect at the end of the day, and this is what I encourage us all to do. At the end of each day, when your day is said and done and you're getting ready to lay your head down to rest, reflect and say, what did I learn from today? What did I need to know that showed up for me today? Some experience, something that taught me about life, about me, about my soul experience that I'm having here. So at the end of the day, what does that look like for you? And don't do it with regret. We don't look back with regret. That only leads us back into that circulation of, oh, here I am again. How did I get here? You want to move forward. You want to break that cycle. So many get caught up in a cycle of abuse and abusing ourselves. And we keep beating up on ourselves and telling us, oh, you're stupid, or calling a name that doesn't really describe you. You're not stupid. You're not a failure. You're here in school learning something, and let that something be what makes you you, all of those experiences. So our Brandy girl showed up, and it's your birthday weekend, Brandy. I love that. All right, so what else? Kathy says, me too. The more grateful I am, the more blessings I receive. Absolutely. And Sally says, absolutely. We are definitely starting over right now. We can choose that in any moment. Any moment. We can choose to turn from that pessimism and turn to optimism, seeing what's the best that can happen. I encourage you to look at life that way. When you're going through something, or maybe you expected something to happen a certain way, just put out there what's the best that can happen and leave it at that, because then your mindset is positive and you can look at, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Maybe you would be pleasantly surprised by something that came in and showed up for you. So Auntie Jean says, could you pray for me to have some resolution with my insurance company for my hospital visit? All right. So what's the best that could happen, Auntie Jean? Just ask that every day. And every time you think about that hospital bill, every time you think about that amount of money, what's the best that can happen in your situation? And then go with that. Just claim it, own your magnificence. And yes, we will stand right beside you, because where two or more are gathered in the same accord, when we're thinking that same thought of helping each other and lifting each other, then look at what can happen. Look at the miracle that's right there. Claim your miracle, own your miracle, and allow that beautiful energy to flow in, to work its magic. You can look at it that way, like abracadabra, and things might go away or change or shift to something that you would be able to take care of. So let's see that for you. Let's see that magic happening and the miracles show up. And make sure you're doing that affirmation. Miracles happen to me every day. Opportunities are showing up everywhere. There's an opportunity here, Auntie Jean. So hold on to it and grab onto it. Kathleen, isn't it wonderful that every day, actually, every moment, we can decide to make a different choice, no matter what has happened before? Yes, it is just a remembrance. It's a reminder of our worthiness, of being enough to receive those miracles. So, isn't it wonderful that that hospital bill is being handled, is being taken care of, and there's a thing in place to handle such occasions as what you went through, Auntie Jean? So, isn't it wonderful that you have an insurance company that's going to swoop in and take care of that bill? We are fearlessly authentic. I love that, Catherine. You said that, I think, yesterday, and I just love that thought. Be unapologetically you. No fear, no worries, no dwelling on something that's going to bring you to a lower vibration, but keep that vibration high and allow the miracles to flow into you. And Kathleen says, Auntie Jean, huge prayers that it is already done. That is a teaching from Neville Goddard that I go to all the time. He is like my manifesting guru. I always refer to him because he taught us so much while he was here with us on earth. And so his thought and his teaching is hold it in your heart that it's already a done deal. It's already happened, and it has. Everything has already taken place. We just have to catch up to it. And Auntie Jean, maybe you want to revisit Neville's teaching about the ladder. Remember, I taught about the ladder on Manifesting Mondays, and it works. It truly works. So maybe you want to hold that vision that the bill is taken care of, is handled by the insurance company, or the hospital wrote it off, or somehow that bill has disappeared, and do the ladder at night. Climb your ladder before you go to sleep. And then in the daytime, I will not climb that ladder, right? I will not climb that ladder. And you're going to start seeing things move when you do that. So maybe that's one of the manifesting tools that you'll want to incorporate to see that hospital bill go from the 81,000 to zero. And let's hold that vision with you. We can do it as a group together if you want. We can all do the ladder at night, watching Auntie Jean's 81,000 hospital bill dwindle to nothing, and then release that during the day. Just release the energy of it. Let it go. Okay, Sally says, when we ignore, we return, is what I tell myself quite often. Returning to who we are. Yeah, whatever we focus on, that's what's going to show up. If we focus on success, if we focus on new direction and things working out perfectly for us, we're going to see more of that. And Sally says, yes, even when our monsters disappear, we continue their job for them, and we can do quite a number on ourselves. So see it completely resolved. Don't go back in and try to grab on to that lack mentality thought again. Just keep focused on, nope, this is done. You know, one of the techniques, I'm trying to remember who taught it. It might have been Lisa, or it might have been Abraham through Esther Hicks. But one of the manifesting tools is the bill that you have, as soon as it comes in the mail, or you can do it now while you've got it in front of you, is write on the envelope that it came in, paid in full, and thank you, universe. So try that with things that are owed, things that come to you and say, hey, you need to take care of this, paid in full. Thank you, universe. And when you claim that, you're claiming that there's a power greater than you that's working miracles in your life for everything to work out perfectly. So there's a few manifesting tips of the day, even though it's not Monday. And Kathy Hand says, oh my goodness, Jean, you will get resolutions. All will work out for your best and highest good. And we're right there with you. You're not alone. So let's start tonight to help Auntie Jean with doing the ladder technique. Anyone that wants to do that, you just focus on climbing a ladder, just like you're really physically doing it just before you fall asleep. See yourself doing that and have the experience of doing it. And then go to sleep, forgetting what it was that you were working on. And then the next day, nope, not going to climb any more ladders. But we do it for 3 days in a row and then watch that miracle happen. Brandy, I love your affirmations. I am worthy. I am enough. Miracles, abundance, and happiness happen to me every day. And Deirdre says, Auntie Jean, just like the birdie situation. Yeah, own your power. Own who you are. It is done. There you go. That's the attitude, Auntie Jean. Love conquers all. Yep. All right, so it is prayer time this morning. I love this discussion we had today. I hope it has started your weekend off to a good foot and that you were able to find some positive in this day. Keeping the mind clear can be tough. It can be a challenge. Doesn't have to be impossible. So just make your resolution that I'm choosing a different thought. Right now, in this moment, I am choosing to believe in miracles. I am choosing to believe that this hospital bill is handled. I am choosing to believe that there's something new and wonderful and powerful coming into my life. That's a new direction for me. Whatever it is that you want to see the change of, just hold it in your heart and choose to believe in a different outcome. All right, so Deirdre, thank you for posting our prayer of every day, that we pray for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, prayers for our United States, and for all the soldiers who gave their lives to our country. We celebrate Memorial Day this weekend, and especially coming together on Monday for a remembrance. So thank you for that, Deirdre. And Sally, thank you for the daily prayer for the lost, the lonely, the homeless, the unloved, the forgotten, for those living in fear of another, and for the entire P family and our extended families. May we all stand in our light fearlessly, effortlessly, and lovingly. Thank you, Sally. And Tony. And yes, Captain Kovacs, we definitely pray for you every day. And Sally says, and it's definitely prayers for our soldiers and their families as well. And we have our P family members here, that some of you do have loved ones that are deployed and are away from you and their families at the moment. So lifting that up, and thank you, Brandy, for prayers for all who are touched by suicide and or dementia of any type, and for our troops here and abroad, wherever they may be. Thank you, Brandy. All right, let's go into our hearts. And I'm holding the beautiful Kuan Yin stone, courtesy of Dr. Don Baker. And Kuan Yin is going to help us to lift up higher in our vibration today. So breathe into your heart. As you breathe in love and light, just know that it's your birthright to be happy. It's your birthright to be joyful, to experience the things you are here to experience with ease and grace, to not have to struggle every moment to live this life on earth. We came here to learn, to grow, to find each other and support each other, whatever is happening in our lives. So right now we support each other through prayer. We support each other by envisioning the very best outcome for whatever your current struggle is. So let's see that right now and hold it in your hand. Just hold any prayer that you want to put forth. I'm putting our prayer list in my hands and putting all of you that have joined in today with your energy, all of those who are not here for whatever reason, all of those who are struggling physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And let's raise our frequency, raise our vibration to go up, 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 and higher yet. And when we lift up as high as we can possibly go out into the universe, then we come to our Creator, and there, sitting with the divine, we are going to release all of our burdens. We're going to let each prayer just fall away from us, no longer in our energy, giving it over, releasing the reins. If you feel like you have to pull it back, then ask Archangel Michael to cut the cord so that you don't pull back whatever that burden is, but you see it as done. And you can even say, as you release it, it is done. I release this burden with love. I turn it over to the Creator who can perform the miracle of the resolution. And I claim that miracle for myself. I claim the miracles for all of us who have struggled, maybe still are struggling, who need some uplifting energy, who need to be shown that yes, miracles happen every day. And now let's hug each other while we're right there in the midst of the Creator. We're right there with Christ, with Divine Mother, with all of our helpers, the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, our loved ones in spirit. We give gratitude. We honor the divine and thank you. Thank you. We love you. And let's breathe in and come back together where we say to each other those magic words. Thank you. I love you. And I see that Auntie Jean has already started us off with that. So claim your miracles. Know that what you did of taking them up to that higher dimension, handing them over to the Creator, that makes a difference. All right, so let me see if I can get our Leo singing to us, and we can get on with this beautiful weekend that we have together. Come on. There we go.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's play.
That's right, Kathy Ann. Keep saying, I am healthy. And they can say it too. They may be feeling a little ill, but the more you say, I am healthy, it changes the cells inside your body.
On the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you.
Leo, thank you for this song.
Every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you.
I love you.
Joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always more space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the
AAA, take it with you everywhere you go. That's what our Marietta says.
To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Love joy. There really is no secret. Accept, align, allow. AAA, y'all. Do that AAA dance every day. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Let's go. Come on, please. I hope you have a blessed weekend. Whatever you're doing, make it fun. Oh, Kathy, that's awesome. I love it. Yes, we are amazing and powerful and wonderful and beautiful. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And I will see you tomorrow afternoon for our afternoon cuppa that we do on Sundays. Have a blessed day. Whatever you do it with love, do it with fun, and namaste, y'all. I will see you later. Bye for now.